You're hanging out with two divas and a margarita in 2018, and I'm Diva Tosh.
And I am Diva Cass. How are you? Everybody out there, our
Happy New Year.
Millions of listeners. Happy New Year.
It's a new year. New year, new you.
And I'm glad to be here.
Is that what they say?
I think so. Nick, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am awesome, Nick. We ready to rock and roll?
Oh, yeah.
He looked like he was over there doing a few things, but and we have a camera today, right?
Yep.
We're not streaming live, but we are taping, right?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Something
Awesome.
like that.
You're the best, Nick. Even though you smoke marijuana.
Nick is the man.
We found out
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly. That's the key word right there.
Is that you're gonna go with that? You're a smart guy.
He's the man with the master plan.
Okay, see, he is. I don't know how he puts up with us, but we are happy to be here and talk about. I was livid when People Magazine came out with their sexiest man for 2017. Today we're going to be talking about who. So two divas said, "Oh hell no." We're going to tell you who we think is the sex, because it's not Blake Shelton. He wouldn't even be in my running. Not to say he's not an ugly dude.
Well, I was more livid that they didn't call and check with us.
You know, who does that?
Obviously, they didn't get the memo.
They should have called. So we're going to talk, our first half of the show, we'll be talking about our top 5 picks for 2017
We're going to set
Sexiest
the
Man
record
Alive.
straight.
Yes,
Set it
and
straight.
the second half of the show is living your life to the fullest. So in 2018, maybe talk a little bit about how we can change some things. I'm not making a resolution because it never works, but I would like to live my life, to the fullest, or a little more,
Okay.
to the fullest. So that's what we're going to be talking about
Absolutely.
today.
Sounds
So
good.
Tosh, we have number 6 as an honorable mention.
Yes.
He did not make my list.
But he made my list.
Yes, you felt strongly about him. So tell us about your number 6.
Idris Elba. I like him. You know what? The man, he just has swag. There's something about him that's just smooth, and then he starts talking, and he has that British accent, and then I melt.
Aww.
And yeah.
But he
named-
is sexy with the British accent, but when he does the American accent, it's a little
Well, that's because
comes off as a little rockiest.
Well, because he's acting now. He starts talking. You know what? You need to stop. Lay off my man. He's an honorable mention. At least give him the honorable mention respect.
I will. He's a great honorable mention. If we're
he's
going to
good pick.
start and put him at number 6.
Well, 2016, he was named in the Time 100 list of the most influential people in the world.
Okay.
I think that says a lot. He was selected as one of People's annual 100 most beautiful people, and I believe it was my vote that put him to the top.
Probably.
Yeah,
I'm sure
he had
it was.
99, and then I came in. I was the 100th vote. And he was named Essence Annual 2013 Sexiest Man of the Year.
Okay, so they gave him sexiest man.
Yeah,
Wow,
in
that's-
2013.
Okay.
And
well,
we bring
yeah.
him back
We're gonna-
as honorable mention in 2000.
because he still has it.
He has it. He has the it factor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. One thing, I'm going to say this about what I feel is sexy in a man. I don't know, may not be everybody's cup of tea, but number 1 for me is manliness.
Okay.
You have to have not only swag, but you just have to be a man's man. You
Absolutely.
know?
I'm with you on that.
Some of these men aren't manly men, and it works for some people. But like I said, I want you to be a brute. I want you to be a manly man. I want to say, that man is something else. So that's and number 2. He has to be in shape. So he has to have the manly man attitude. He needs to be in shape.
He can't be gumpy.
I can't be dealing with somebody with a big old stomach. That's not cool. Looking like they're pregnant.
Depends on who he is.
He just has to care about his body and
Himself.
his appearance.
Yeah, he has to care about himself.
Yeah. So definitely my number 1, be a manly man.
Okay.
That's something I like. The other thing that I find very attractive in a man is just the way he treats women.
Absolutely.
Now, naturally, I don't know how these men treat women, but
Yeah.
that would be.
But we could fantasize that in our head.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so that's what you need to. That's what you have to say about Idris Elba. Number 5. This guy is kind of low key.
I'm gonna let you talk about him.
I'm going to talk about him. He's low key, but he is so sexy to me. And number 5 is coming in as Tom Hardy. Anybody who doesn't know who Tom Hardy is yet, you need to Google him and look him up. He was in The Revenant, Star Wars: The Jedi,
Okay.
Legend, Mad Max: Fury Road, The Drop, Lawless. He's a lot of movies, but like I said, he's been around a long time, but he's really starting to pick up now. So, Tom Hardy, you get my vote hands down.
Okay.
Love him to death. He's
Alrighty.
very manly too in his movies. So
And that is one of your factors right there.
it's a big factor for me.
Got it.
So who's going to be number 4? I think we both agree. I don't agree with his spot, but let's Lordy B. You go ahead, Tasha. Talk about this.
Omari Hardwick.
Yes, Omari Hardwick.
Yeah.
How do you
I
not like
did.
Omari?
I have been
Ghost.
with him quite a bit in my dreams.
Really?
Yep. Oh, yeah. He spent a lot of time with me, and he doesn't even know it. He is Ghost.
Tell us what you like about Omari.
Oh, my goodness. Everything. He's got a look. He
Mm-hmm.
has the look. You know, he has swag is a big thing for me, as
Mm-hmm.
you could probably tell. He plays his roles well, and he is he's eye candy to the max for me. I don't know much about
is.
his personal life, but he's eye candy to the max.
His physique is one that I think we could all appreciate.
Yes, he's got the guns.
He's got the guns. He's got the abs. All of these men are listed on 2divasandmargarita.com with photos. So please go and if you have a comment, please let us know what you think. If you don't like our pics, tell us that as well. We really want to know. But Omari, this is what I love about Omari, and this is what we posted on our site. So that man can wear a suit.
Oh,
Who
yes.
can wear a suit like Omari Hardwick?
I am gonna say Idris could wear a suit like Amari, but I don't know if you could agree with me or not.
He can wear a suit, but not like Omari. That suit is laying on that man like a blanket of snow.
I'm gonna say, to me, this is a bit of a turn on. He is an accomplished poet. And
Omari?
yes, there's something about a man like him, eye candy. He's got the guns, and he's into poetry, which kind of shows a little bit about his soft side. I
Yes.
like that.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay, you know what? And he also was in a movie where he played. He was doing a little bit of poetry. I'm not sure what the name of the movie was, but he's doing poetry in the movie.
Okay.
So that may be something he, chose to show his poetic side in.
Amari Hardwick. I just like saying his name.
Okay,
Omari.
so much for number 4. Number 3, I will let Tosh handle number 3. I am not a huge fan. I am a fan. I do think he's a cutie patootie. But you go ahead and you bring us to number, because I don't think he should have beaten Omari. But you gave him number 3. I'm going to roll with that. Tell us why.
J. Ellis. Real name is Wendell Ramon Ellis Jr.
That's a lot.
And that puts me in the cougar category. He is, in my head, what I would say the perfect man. Give him the swag also. He's got the height. He's got the look. He could wear a suit. He could act. He's just, even the way he portrays himself in anything that he has starred in, such as The Game and Insecure.
Baby Blue. He was Baby Blue.
Yep, and he was what do you call
In The
it?
Game.
In The Game, he portrays what I consider, like Cassie said earlier in the show, a man's man. And the fact
I think he's a boy man.
he's a boy man because he is.
He still, to me, has a ways to go in his
Well, he was only born in 1981.
maturing
so
his look.
he-
But so he's a man
still-
boy to me.
He's still a
But
little bit of a
He's
youngster.
tall, he is tall, dark, and handsome.
Yes.
He has that for sure.
He has intelligence, according to what social media says.
According to your
Yeah.
long night
Yeah,
conversations
he,
with him.
he graduated. He graduated summa cum laude in Concordia University in Portland. So that means the man has a little bit of intelligence to him.
Yeah, he's educated.
He's very educated, and I like that. I like a good-looking man that's educated.
I
And
will say
he
this
can wear a
about
suit.
Jay Ellis. Yeah, he can wear a suit,
Yes.
and he's charming. He comes off as
Yes.
very charming. I will give that to him.
Yeah, he looks like the kind that will.
You
will
want
charm
you
from
want
the
your
beginning.
daughter to date him. You know.
Yeah, we could say that. We could definitely say that about Jay. He's just a cutie pie all around, and if it was up to me, I would put him in a category by himself. But we're rating him. We're rating him.
We're rating him with some pretty good men here. So he's holding his own. Number 2, I got a thing for number 2 and 1. But number 2, I don't understand how this man just gets better and better and better. At 49 years old,
He doesn't age.
Morris Chestnut still makes me. I'm all aflutter when I see him.
Morris Lamont Chestnut Jr.
Woo.
That's a mouthful also.
It is. It is. Well, what can you say?
You know what? When he first starred in Boys in the Hood, I think everybody knew that there was a career. There was something to this guy.
Yeah. Do you know he said his first professional acting role was in Freddy's Nightmare, A Nightmare on Elm Street?
I can't say I did. No.
Yep, it was.
No. I always thought Boys in the Hood put him on the map.
Well, I think it did.
Yeah.
That wasn't his starting role, but
Okay.
you're right. It did put him on the map. He's been in Boys in the Hood, The Best Man. We love him in The Best Man.
Oh, yeah.
I love
Who
him in
doesn't?
Two Can Play That Game because I really like that movie.
Here we go, Cass. People magazine named Morris Chestnut as one of the sexiest men alive for 2015.
As one of them,
Yeah.
but he should have been the sexiest.
Again, people didn't get the memo. They didn't call us.
They didn't ask. There's nothing you can take away from him. You don't hear a lot of the bull about him and all the rumors and crap going on. At least we don't hear it. But he is just flawless to me.
Yeah, he definitely stays in shape.
He was in Rosewood.
Yes.
You pretty much only watched because of Morris. I mean,
Yeah, I was dedicated.
I can't even tell you what the plot was.
I was completely dedicated to
Because
that show.
I was really watching just to see Morris Chestnut.
I rarely ever went out. What night was that? Was that Thursday nights or Friday? And then it went to Friday nights. And if it was on, I was home.
He definitely carried the show. He made the show. So
Yeah.
and he was the star. So like we said, the brothers too can play that game. Just a host of movies. Ladder 49, The Game Plan, The Perfect Holiday, Think Like a Man, and so Morris Chestnut. You still holding it down. I can't believe that man is 49. I take him over
Yeah.
a 30-year-old any day.
Kudos to you, Morris. Whatever you're doing, keep on doing it.
Keep doing it. Okay, number 1.
And we didn't have any problem agreeing on this one, did
had there was no issue at all.
No. I think we could probably speak for a number of women out there.
And his wife. Now I've told you this a number of times. This is the only woman that I am jealous of. The only woman in the world that I'm jealous of is married to him, and so naturally that's why I'm jealous of her. You want to go ahead and say who it is?
Jason Momoa.
Woo,
You have to
Jason
say it
Momoa.
slow. Jason
Momoa.
Momoa.
Like a mimosa.
Do you know, at the age of
Smooth.
8, when he saw Lisa Bonet on, was it the Cosby Show, he knew that was going to be his wife. He was 8 years old, and he told his mom, "I want that."
Ooh, look at that. See, that's a man who knows what he wants, and he goes after it. And Lisa Bonet is, what, 10 to 12 years older than him? His wife is?
You know what? I don't know the exact age spread between the two of them, but it's working.
Jason Momoa is 38.
And at least we could find out real quickly.
Jason Momoa was in Game of Thrones.
And that's your show.
Yes, I often imagine myself being the Dragon Queen because she was married to him in Game of Thrones. And let me tell you, there was some spicy sex going on there.
Cassie.
What?
Lisa Bonet's 50.
Oh, good for her. Oh, my God, good for her.
Okay, Lisa.
You go right ahead.
I ain't mad at you, girl. She is doing the damn thing.
He's Conan the Barbarian. He's in the Justice League. He is what's the guy he play?
In Justice League?
Yeah.
Oh, Aquaman.
Aquaman. He's in Aqua.
Yep.
He's Aquaman.
Aquaman.
What else? Once Upon a Time in Venice. Road to Paloma.
Yep.
She was in the movie as well. Road to Paloma.
I can't say I saw that one.
I thought it was good. It was cute. It wasn't awesome, but it was a good movie. And you'll watch it once you see him. You'll watch it just for that.
Okay.
He's done. He's like low key too. But if you know him, you love him.
I did see a little clip, and I think I might have shared it with you. That just kind of talks about the things he likes to do, and he's really a nature man.
He's a man's man.
Yeah. He likes to skateboard.
Doesn't look like
he likes to rock climb.
See,
he likes to ride motorcycles,
and that's why he's our number one.
And he's not. He doesn't appear to be arrogant. He just appears to be one of those guys that is in tune with himself, one with nature.
He knows martial arts.
Yep. He's very spiritual. If you read anything about him, he just appears to be a very spiritual type of man. And that, to me, is actually very sexy.
So kudos to you, Lisa Bonet and Jason Momoa. We love you.
We love you
You
both.
should come do our podcast, Jason. Jason and Morris. Morris Chestnut, I know you're listening. So just, come on and do the podcast for us.
Thank you, Morris.
there is a guy who I want to mention, and I think, the guy from Queen Sugar, Kofi Siriboe.
Yeah.
Siriboe? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that is a chocolate drop.
Yep.
A sexy chocolate drop.
I'm with you there.
He was. We saw him in Girls Trip.
Yeah.
Where he was getting it on with
that look he gave Jada in Girls Trip.
Yeah. Jada Pinkett. He was getting it on with her. He's in Queen Sugar. Straight Outta Compton. He was in Straight Outta Compton, the 2015 Straight Outta Compton.
Why do I not remember him in that?
He was in that. So
wow.
he's got a few things under his belt, too. He wasn't on our list, but I still have to mention him because he, I do have a thing for the chocolate. The brown, the chocolate. But even though Jason Momoa, you just can't take anything from Jason Momoa.
No.
There's nothing you can take from that. But
would you not put is it Kofi or Coffee? Would you not put him in the same category with Jay Ellis? He's like that chocolate, tall, swag, sexy.
They're still, to me, he's still a boy. He's 23.
Yeah, he was born in 94.
He's a whippersnapper.
That's okay. Still looks good.
He still looks good. Yes. I might feel... I have no problem with cougaring.
Come on. It's 2018.
But and Jada was cougaring when she was messing with him. And, in Girls Trip. I wonder how Will Smith felt about that.
I don't know.
Interesting.
We're going to have him on the show to talk about that, how he felt about it.
Are there any more that you like to mention? Because you had a lengthy list at one point.
I did. And you printed it out, too.
Yes, I did.
What would I do without you? I did think that Chris Pratt had a little...
He's a cutie patootie.
Little cutiness.
He does.
Cutiness. We just made up that word.
He's got a cuteness.
It's a two divas word. There was something about him. I remember him on Parks and Recs, and he went off to do a movie. And why can I not think of the movie that he did? But he had to get in shape for this movie, and that was when I was like, ooh, okay. Have to pull up the movie. I can't remember what it was, but we'll figure it out real quickly. But when he stayed in shape, he also did another version of the dinosaur movie. Help me out.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. And he just kind of came out at that point. He was very much seen, and he did have a six-pack.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yes, he did.
Okay, we're gonna go take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna be talking about living your life to the fullest. And are you living your plan A? You know, sometimes
you?
I don't know. We'll talk about it when we come back.
We'll find out.
Nickelodeon, take us to break.
All right. I
Welcome
guess
back.
we're back.
Welcome back to Two Divas and a Margarita.
That was the end.
I think we're a little stuck because our engineer ran out the room. We don't know what to do. And we're just being honest here. So we're going to go on and talk about living your best life.
You might be somewhere on the
living your life to the fullest. Maybe that's what Nick is out there doing. He's
he
living
is,
on
I'm not mad.
his life to the fullest and said, screw us. Okay. So I just want to read a little thing about You know, when you live your life to the fullest, you take chances. And I think we get in these routines of every day, what is comfortable for us, and it just becomes routine. So
It becomes Groundhog Day.
it is like our life is on repeat.
Yeah.
And so, I don't want to live like that. It's safe, but it's not really fun. So we want to talk about just a little bit about living your life to the fullest. So when you live your life to the fullest, you take chances, you go after what you want, you make decisions that have consequences, and sometimes these things don't go the way you'd hope. Embracing vulnerability, the possibility that things will go differently than we had planned, is crucial to experiencing life in a full, open, honest way. Nick is back. Nick, are we live? Are we just talking here?
Yeah, you're not live.
That is BS. That is, since we're not live, that's bullshit.
Okay, good. Ready?
Yeah. Welcome back to Two Divas and a Margarita. I am Diva Cass.
And I am Diva Tosh.
Sorry about the pause there. We had a technical difficulty here. But we worked through it and we're back. So we just got through announcing Two Divas' top 5 sexiest men of 2017.
With an honorable mention.
With an honorable mention, number 6.
Yep.
And you can find the pictures of these guys on our site at twodivasandmargarita.com.
Yep. Good
Although
pictures.
you could probably find photos of them anywhere. So we're going to talk about living your life to the fullest. And I think we go through life every day, and we have our 9 to 5s, we have our households to maintain, we have a lot to do, and it becomes very routine. And so we want to talk about maybe breaking out of that routine in 2018. Like I said, I'm not having some kind of, big resolution, but I do want to, enjoy life a bit more.
Okay.
In 2018. So I want to talk about living your life to the fullest. And are you living, your plan A? I don't think I am. What about you, Tosh?
I know I'm not. I know I'm not.
We joked about this, and I said,
Yes.
I might be living plan B, and Tosh said, she's like
living-
on D or E.
I think I went way down to F.
You're
I was
living
at an
plan
F.
F.
Or fail.
We have to do better. We have to get up to living our plan A and
Yeah.
living our life to our fullest.
Yeah.
So when
I don't want to live Groundhog Day anymore.
No. When you live life to the fullest, you take chances, you go after what you want, you make decisions that have consequences, and sometimes these things don't go the way you'd hope. Embracing vulnerability, the possibility that things will go differently than we had planned, is crucial to experiencing life in a full, open, honest way. So I think sometimes we're not living our life to the fullest because we're afraid, and we're afraid to take chances. And so that can become, why we get stuck in this rut, because it's safe.
Well, that fear of taking chances is probably very common thing for a lot of people in this world. I think the reality is that there's very few people out there that do take chances.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
And the ones that take the chances, we're probably working for them.
I agree.
Yeah.
And they're probably very happy. Your time is limited. You don't waste it living someone else's life, and don't be trapped, living what you think other people want you to be. So you do have to take chances. So we're going to talk about, living your life to the fullest.
I think, a statement like that probably means something very different to everybody. I think if we were to ask you, your answer might be very different than if you were to ask me, because I think for me, living my life in the fullest does not necessarily, it doesn't focus on my career, but it just focuses more on life itself. I'm one of those people that I love to be in the moment. And I love to have the ability to just go. Some people might call it freestyling. When you take that away from me, I'm not a nice person. I'm not happy. I feel confided. I feel like I'm in prison. I feel like prison, more like Alcatraz. I feel like Alcatraz. You know how the prisoners must have felt when they were looking at the bars to the free world on the outside?
Yep.
That's how I feel when you take the ability to freestyle or just get, just to have that freedom, you know. So I think it means something different to everybody. So if somebody was to ask you, Cass, what does it mean to live your life to the fullest?
I definitely think taking chances, and I'm a bit of a chance. I'll take a risk. To me, I've heard the saying a million times: when you work for someone else, you're helping them live their dreams. You're making them rich. I don't want to do that. So I think even starting our podcast was a big thing for us because it was taking a chance and doing something that we like to do and we enjoyed. So I think as you get, as life goes by and you find out, you do have to earn a living, but why not earn a living doing something you love to do? And so why not take a chance? And you don't, not for everyone. You don't have to quit your 9 to 5, and start. You can do something on the side and try to make something happen. So basically one of the things that I have on my list is create your own opportunities. So you can wait for opportunities or you can go out there and create your own opportunities. The latter is defined as much more empowering. So you're empowering yourself. When you create your own opportunities, nothing's really going to drop in your lap. So if you have a dream, if you want something to happen, you have to take the necessary steps to do that. So that's a big one for me. Create your own opportunities. It's a great way to start living your life to the fullest.
Now, here's something interesting. I did not write down where I found this, so please forgive me for that. But the most popular 2018 New Year's resolution, when was asked, people were given the choice between making smart money moves or having fun. And guess which one they picked?
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a true.
Because money isn't everything. It's awesome. Don't get me wrong.
So when people were asked about, when given that question about living their life to the fullest, they chose having fun.
There's nothing fun about going to a job Monday through Friday, and even though you make really good money, you're not living life to its fullest, probably.
No, that is a true statement. Now, the next thing that was on the list, and I would have to say that this is part of my 2018, is getting healthier.
Oh, I just was telling you this.
Yep.
That's what I want to do. I want to get more cardio in and just be eat healthier. I'm not, like I say, I'm not going to say I'm going to just be this, I'm throwing out all sugars and all fats. No, but I do want to be healthier. So.
Lately, I've heard a number of horror stories of people just dropping dead. And I might be exaggerating a little bit when I put it in that perspective, but you're hearing more stories of people younger than you and I going out with heart attacks, cancer, dying younger. And that scares me just a little bit. So I think that was a little bit of a wake-up call for me. And this year, if I can make it to December 31st, at least I'm going to give it a really good, honest attempt to just start eating right.
Okay.
And more movement.
Yeah, definitely. I'm taking my tips for living a fuller life. They're by Celeste Chu, and the book she wrote was Conscious Living, Goal Achievement, Living a Conscious Life. So you could probably find that at any bookstore. It's 101 Ways to Live Your Life to the Fullest. This is one that is big for me. Quit complaining. I'm a bit of a complainer.
See, I would not put you in that category as
I complain, Tosh. I do. So don't be, the howling dog, always howling, never doing anything. Well, I do stuff, but I do complain too. Stop complaining about your problems and work on them instead. You could save a lot of time by doing and not just talking about what you want to do. So that's a big one for me to move forward and live a better life.
Okay. Well, I said that I was going to stop worrying about the future so much. We got to think about it, because we don't know how many days we have on this earth.
Yes.
So you definitely want to make moves like you are going to wake up in the morning, because there's always tomorrow. So, but what I do know is that I am going to stop worrying about the things that are out of my control.
Yeah.
If it's out of my control, it's just out of my control. There's nothing
And
I can
I
do
don't
about
think
it.
anybody on their deathbed ever said, I wish I would have worked more.
Nah.
Would you? You would say that, Nick?
Yeah.
You wish
People have said that.
they would say would have worked more?
B.B. King,
Stop, Nick. Are you making this
when
up?
they asked
He
him,
wished he would have worked more.
So,
well,
in-
look what his job was.
So in an interview, they said, it's sad. Well, I play guitar. Sorry, wait.
Wait a minute.
Nick is so funny.
So it's in an interview, and they're asking him.
He was on his
You're 70
deathbed.
years. No, he's not on his deathbed.
Okay.
But he's 70 years old. He's just this, B.B. King, like 70 years old.
Yeah.
He looks crazy. But they're like, what would you wish you would do more? And he's like, I just wish I would practice more. And like, he's like
That's
saying
not
it.
work, though. Like
It's work.
It's work
a
for
lot of
him.
work for
It's
him.
work for him.
It is
He
work.
wish you-
These
okay.
these people that are great.
But
and
he's also he also made a living doing what he loved to do.
he did, but then he gets this question, and he's like listening, and he gets asked this question, and then he just kind of gets sad,
Oh, poor
And it's
baby.
like, you know what I'm saying, in a sense of like, he is amazing, but he himself
Yeah.
thinks
Yes.
that he's not there.
Yeah.
That's
Well, that's not.
interesting.
I'm not gonna say I wish I would have worked more. I wish I would have enjoyed life more. Maybe.
No, he
I
was
wish-
saying I want to practice. He said I should have practiced more. Like,
Oh.
Okay.
like
So
spend
him
more at work.
practicing
Okay,
is
so
his
BB
work.
King is the exception.
I'm just saying, like, it's crazy. Like, people think that,
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I don't
it's
think
not
that.
going to be me.
Yeah, yeah.
So thank you, though, Nick. Nick doesn't
Sorry
jump
about
in
that.
often. So when he does, we definitely want to hear what he has to say. We always feel like we
Absolutely.
have to drag things out of him.
Now, I think this year, 2018, I want to use more quiet reflection, and I love to laugh. I know for me, that's one of those things that just makes me feel good, makes me feel refreshed, I have a need to laugh. I always tell folks, if you don't like to laugh, you really can't be part of my life.
So you want to
So,
laugh more.
I want to laugh more, but I also want to take in things. Like when I say quiet reflection, I think just overall in North America, we go through this life so fast. We have the 5 days a week we're in corporate America. We get up in the morning, we're rushing to get dressed. We're getting in our car, we're rushing down the freeway. We're going into the office, everything is busy. Then you're
Yes.
rushing back home, and you're, in some cases, some people are cooking dinner, or you're helping with homework, which I don't really do the homework part anymore. But, I just want to be able to take the time. Let me use this as an example. We went to Cabo about a year ago.
Yeah.
About a year ago.
Wow.
And
It doesn't seem like it was that
I
long ago.
know, right? And just I took the time, and I'm just speaking for me. You could probably chime in and say what you appreciated, but being able to witness the sunrise, being able to witness the sun go down, and just those moments in between, to appreciate just the moment. That to me is huge.
Okay.
So I want to be able to do a lot more of that moving forward,
I think
Yeah.
taking time to smell the roses.
and the coffee.
This one I really like. Create your life handbook. So your life handbook is your personal manual to live your best life,
Okay.
containing your mission statement, values, goals. Because you could have to put this together for a job. Why not do it for yourself? Your personal strengths, blind spots, and action plans. Start off with a few basic pages and then build on it. So that is a good start to say, what do I want out of life? What am I not getting right now out of my life that I want? And create your life handbook.
Okay. I like that.
So you're going to do it, Nick?
Yeah, I think yeah. As you were saying it, I was thinking about it.
I
It's a
want to
good
see
idea.
it next time we come in.
Lined paper.
I brought it with me. I have all these notebooks today that I brought.
Okay,
Well-
so that's definitely, and design your ideal of life. So that's,
Okay.
what is your ideal of life? Design it. First, assess your life, then ask yourself what it takes to live the life you want to live. So all this should be probably in your handbook, and set some goals, personal goals, and not goals that are impossible.
Obtainable.
Make them obtainable
And realistic.
Like clearly I'm probably not going to be hanging out with Morris Chestnut tonight. So maybe that shouldn't be my goal.
But it could happen tomorrow night.
That's
You know?
that's not realistic. See, we just talked about it. You're I'm setting myself up for a failure if I make that a goal. Who's your go-to girl, Nick? Who you just think is just the best thing since sliced bread? We got you in here talking about all these men. You gotta tell us who your girl is.
Okay, I don't want. Well, I'm thinking about it, and there's one girl, but I don't want it to bring any weird
Is she famous?
vibes? Yeah.
No, we're talking about a famous girl. What does it matter?
I think Halle Berry is.
Oh, I think
really-
she's beautiful.
Really beautiful, yeah.
Yeah. Why would that bring a bad vibe?
I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know why.
Are you high, Nick?
No, I'm not.
Because she might be listening to the show.
She might, and
she
then
might
she'll know that Nick has a crush on her.
I don't know. I haven't seen any recent photos, I guess, but.
Well,
she's-
they just had a recent photo of Halle because she's like 50. They had in a bikini. She looked awesome.
Yeah.
Did you
Nice.
see
Yeah.
that photo? It's like on social media.
You know what? I might have. And another one that turned 50 that looks pretty darn awesome is Nikki Murphy.
Oh yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She does.
She just turned 50 just like a day or two ago.
No, I think that was a good
Yeah.
one. Halle Berry.
I think, yeah, from growing up and stuff, she was always in that age of. I wouldn't be able to be with her, but
Yeah.
she was always
She was hot.
yeah, she was hot. So,
Yeah.
so when I was younger and stuff, she was, I don't know, maybe she was 30 or
Yeah.
something. So yeah, she was in that area.
Okay.
Good taste.
I don't know really anyone else like that. She's pretty.
She's up there.
Yeah,
She's up there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's that girl.
She'd be in your top 5 for sure.
Yeah, definitely would be. Yeah.
Okay. Here's one. Be positive. You know, if the glass is half empty or half full, what if I say it's neither? You know, that's not really being positive. Try to be more positive in life.
Absolutely.
know.
You know what? Nobody wants to be around a complainer. My goodness. That's actually really draining on the spirit.
It is.
And for me, here's another one, to just keep your spirit free. I always say I'm a free spirit. Be flexible and let go. There's some things that, like I was saying before, you can't control the things that are not in your control. Sometimes you just have to let go of certain things
Okay.
and keep it moving.
Here's a really good one, and we've talked about this one. This is one to improve your go dating. If
Okay.
you're single, go dating.
Make it simple.
It's so simple.
You're not getting married. You're just dating.
You're just dating. Don't make. It's not a big deal. If someone asks you out, go out. If you want to date, just try it. Sometimes, like you said, we get so busy with life, we don't do. It's just a simple thing. Do it, and you might like it, even if you're not dating. And this is not for you married people. Do not go dating.
They're like, but honey, she said to go date.
to improve my life.
Now, here's one, and it's such a small statement, but it has such a big meaning, and I love it. I love it. I love it. And especially 2018, I'm going to implement this a little bit more. Don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah.
Please don't.
No, life is too short.
No. Have you ever met somebody, and I'm confident you could say yes, but have you ever met somebody that'll just take a little thing and blow it out of proportion?
Completely.
And you're like, it's not that serious.
No.
Oh,
It's not.
don't sweat the small stuff, folks.
Don't. But to them, it's a big thing. So I guess, it's debatable what a small thing to you or me
That
might
is
be.
true. That is true.
This is one that you did. When I saw him on the list, I said, "Oh, Tasha's really been the declutter.
Oh,
You
yes.
have been tearing your house apart,
Yes.
getting all the old out, bringing in the
Can
new."
I just say that I started that project in December, and when midnight rolled around, January 1st, 2018, it felt better.
Yes, people, declutter your life. They say start with your computer. If your computer's all cluttered, get all the clutter off.
Yeah.
Then move to your bedroom, move to your workspace, get it out. It's not helping you out to have clutter all around. It's a simple thing you can
Yeah.
do to really make yourself feel better.
Let me tell you, I discovered stuff when I was decluttering from past people that was in my life at one point in time. And I was holding on to it, and I didn't know why. I think I held on to it because I was like, oh, I don't want to throw this away. When they gave it to me, it was a special moment. But I'm like, but that was the past. Let it go.
It's not a special moment anymore.
It's not moving forward. It's not. Let it go.
So if a guy that you dated gave you a special gift and that was 3 years ago, it's not special anymore.
Not special
Just toss
anymore.
it. Wow, you're cold.
It's called decluttering. There's those things that why does it need to take up space in your house anymore? It's not part of who you are today.
Okay.
It might have been different.
It probably depends on how you feel about the person who gave it to you.
Yeah.
If you don't care so much about.
But some of those things might have came in the form of, just for example, cards. It was it was a lot of paper in my house. It just didn't need to be there.
You have to get rid of this one. I really, really wanted to touch on this one. For 100 ways to live your best life, don't settle. You definitely can't live your best life if you're settling. So in this, don't settle for less. Don't settle for someone you don't like as your partner. Don't settle for a job you don't like. Don't settle for friends who make you feel like a lesser person. Don't settle for a weight you are unhappy with, and go for what you really want.
Absolutely.
That really is key.
I like that.
I think it's something, one of those or two or three that we're all doing.
Absolutely.
We're settling because it's just easier and simpler. But if we decided not to settle for like that job or for that mate that we don't really feel is helping us be a better person, I'm telling you, if we just let it go, a burden would be let up, released from us, and you can move forward and have a better life. Settling is a really big one.
Actually, you know what? I have a really good example, and I'm not going to say any names, but there was a person that was in my life, and I did not realize the burden that person brought into my life until I made the choice to remove myself of the situation. And that's a true statement. That's an absolute true statement. And here's another one. And this is another big one for me. Cass, I tell you all the time that, I love to travel. Budget travel. It's always a good adventure. It doesn't have to be a big trip. It could be a weekend getaway. It could be just getting in the car in the summertime and just driving.
But it helps you feel really good when you take that small trip. And you're back and you can just,
And it makes you realize that there is a world out there. And some people get caught in the circumference of their demographics, which could be from here, there, and here. There's a world out there, So travel. It's refreshing.
Okay, here's another one. Be big picture focused. You can either set your eyes on the big things or get hung up on nitty-gritty details. You just said that, don't sweat the small stuff. The former will help you get a lot more out of life than the latter. Focus on your big rocks and put first things first. So that's a good one.
Yeah. Well, you know what? 2018, I really want to try and enjoy every moment.
And remember, the only person you can change is yourself.
Yeah.
Stop expecting others to behave in a certain way. This is a big one. I think we do expect people to react to things the way we would. Rather than demand that others around you change, focus on changing yourself.
Absolutely.
You'll be happier and live a more fulfilling life this way. So
that kind of goes hand in hand with, letting go of the stuff that's out of your control. You could only focus on you.
You can only focus on. I can't make you any different, Nick. I just got to worry about Cass. Nick, you're still going to come in here with your Detroit hat on. There's nothing I can do about that.
You guys are in the real.
He's like,
it's going to
you in a whole nother
friendships
sector
are definitely very real.
Yeah.
And then romantic relationships are definitely on a different level.
That's a whole different level.
Yeah, it is.
I've been thinking about it a lot.
Yeah,
unless you
because-
can do that, unless there could be like a connection between the two.
Mm-hmm.
But
Now let me ask you this, because you did recently break up with your girlfriend.
Yep.
You're still decide to stay apart?
yeah.
Okay. Are you friends?
Yeah, we're friends. I think. Yeah, I've never been friends with my exes, and
Uh-huh.
I think I might like be friends with this girl.
Well, that says a lot.
But yeah,
Like, that's pretty cool that you feel like you can still be friends with her. Are you gonna start dating, Nick?
yeah, I have.
Ooh, do tell.
I like it. I like
know.
He rolled that out really slow.
She
like
tell
yeah.
her. So you've been on some dates.
Yeah,
You met a person.
yeah.
That's what.
That
that's
was
wh-
fast,
That's one of
Nickelodeon.
2018 things.
That was
Go
our thing.
dating.
Date, and he did it. And see what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna have to talk about. I know we were probably running out of time, but we got 5 minutes. So let's tell us, how'd you meet this girl?
Well, I mean, how I met her is kind of like a hack. It was a Tinder, but
Oh, okay.
I felt like it was a pretty lucky Tinder situation. It was good.
Cool.
And she's local.
She's not local, but I think that's good for me because I just don't want to get into anything right now.
Anything serious?
Anything serious.
Anything
But
serious
not-
or local.
There's nothing wrong with dating.
No, nothing wrong with dating, yeah.
So have you been on a date with her?
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was fun. It was different for me. The whole dating scene or getting back into it was definitely a little bit different from what I knew. Things are a little bit different in the sense of, like, I felt like I couldn't really be very, like, assertive.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I didn't want to say crazy things or, like, or, like, you know, it's not that things are PC. Like, I'm not against the PC or all these things, but I feel like it was increasingly difficult for me to, like, express, like, feelings or just, I mean, I guess,
With this new girl.
yeah.
Well, it's new.
Yeah, it's definitely new. That's the thing, yeah.
Right.
So it is hard to kind of express, you know.
Well,
something.
yeah. And also, you just don't want to, like, it's like, oh, offer some wine or something, and it's
Why
like,
not?
well, yeah. For me, it's why not, but I don't know how things are. In
You're still
the
still
world.
learning.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you don't
Yeah.
know that if she doesn't drink wine,
Well, yeah,
then she'll say no, thank you,
Right?
I
sure.
don't drink.
Yeah.
Don't offer her a bong.
Right. No. But it's like, it's weird. Like,
Just
you meet
offer
on-
her
you-
normal stuff.
Yeah, you mean
Not a line of cocaine, maybe, but no, not that you would. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so
No,
you're
but it's just it's a trip, but
dating
thankfully
someone
worked out.
new is a little stressful.
It's hard.
It was, yeah, but yeah, it was just only because for me, I'm like
So
kind of
did
a
she
chill
come?
person.
Did
but,
you go out, or she came to your house?
Well,
or
she
you-
came to my house, and we just hung out there for like 3 or 4 times.
Oh, okay,
that's-
wow. Did you
that's
kiss?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You know.
Yeah. So
You gotta
that was
ask.
all pretty pretty different, and pretty like, you know, a new thing for me again, all over again, because
Yeah.
I had been with this girl and I didn't cheat on her and do anything like that for 3.5 years. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
So it was a different situation, and not being comfortable with someone, or
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
you have to
knowing-
get that to that comfort level again. Okay.
But then also it's just weird because I do like this person, and
Mm-hmm.
I actually do like them, but it's like, well, I just don't want to get into a relationship, and that's.
Did
the
you
weirdest
tell
thing.
her that?
I didn't say that. I mean, we've talked about it, and it seems like we're not trying to do the same thing. And, but the
You're
thing-
just
okay,
trying to have fun.
but-
Is
but
that what it is?
Yeah, we're trying to have fun. And here's the thing: it's like, did you tell her? It's like, once I'm like, okay, so I'm not trying to have. It's like, okay,
so
so then
weird.
I'm not talking to you ever again. Now,
Yeah.
Right.
when it comes to that point, it's gonna have to either stop or
Yeah.
something else.
Because
I feel
because
like,
women, we tend to want to take the relationship a little further.
I
a little
know.
faster.
And that's-
A little
those,
faster.
Those
Yeah.
are things that I just don't. That I'm not like super in tune with. Like,
But let me ask you this: you said you have told her
Yeah.
that you're not looking for a relationship.
yeah.
Okay, so you have expressed that to her verbally.
Like in those exact words, I guess not. But
Oh, see, come on, Nick.
but the thing
There's
is,
always a
I don't
spin.
want to. But I don't want to even have. It's not like I don't want to have to say that. But it's like for me, it's like that'll be just a bummer.
Okay, what have you told her?
I just told her that I just broke up from a pretty like long-term relationship, and that I like what we're doing, and I like hanging out with her.
Did you have sex?
Yeah.
Okay, now let me just tell you. Look, we're gonna have to have a whole
I
nother
know,
show.
but
That's a whole other show.
That's
in
where it
itself.
gets tricky,
Yeah.
Nick.
my
Because we're your girls, so we're gonna tell you. Once you cross that kind of threshold there, if she's a kind of old school, she's a good girl, she's gonna be like, "Oh, this is my man," or she's gonna be thinking, "I want us to be an exclusive relationship." But you know what? You handle that the way you feel because.
Yeah.
I know when he said I like what we doing, I already knew. and for you,
I know. I understand.
For
And
you,
that's where I'm at right now. It's like a crazy
I bet you do
situation.
like what you doing.
No, it's
No, you know
the
what?
thing is like
Time
I
will
do,
tell.
but like how much do you do, or like
Yeah.
I do like what we're doing, but I know that it's not. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
Let me tell you this: the vibe that you're getting from her,
Yeah.
is it that she thinks you're her boyfriend or
No,
wants you to be?
She doesn't think that I'm her
Okay.
boyfriend, and I don't think she like wants me to be. But she's expressing some more, and I could too. That's the thing. I could lie to her and like be expressing the same things back, but I just only think it's.
Does
that,
she
like,
say she loves you?
No, no.
Oh, okay.
She's just a little bit
Yeah.
younger. She's a little bit younger, so it's like I just know where she's at, and she's in school right now, and she will be in Grand Rapids. She only comes here on the weekends.
Oh, that's
Those are
pretty
the
cool.
things that made me. That I didn't exactly say that, but it's like you're away and you're only come on weekends.
Yeah, you just left that situation.
Yeah, and I didn't lie, or I didn't even not say anything, but I just didn't like. I don't know. If I was a girl, and then the guy was like, "Hey, this is cool, but check this out." Like, I'm not trying to have a relationship. It's like, you know,
You don't want to actually say it.
I don't want to actually say it only because if I'm about to say it,
Yeah.
then I should better just tell her like, "Look, we're
Yeah.
not. I don't want to talk."
You know what? I think the important thing, just stay honest.
Right.
If you stay honest,
If she
you
asks
can't
you,
do any wrong.
If she asks
Right.
you, you have to.
Oh, yeah,
say
I'm not
it
gonna
again.
lie.
Yeah.
If she asks,
But
me
if
in a
it's just
sense,
going
or-
fine,
right, that's what-
nobody's pressuring anybody.
Yeah.
But that's I
I'm not
believe
gonna
at
hurt her,
some
like, I'm
point
not a
that's
person-
going to change.
Oh yeah, at some point
At some
something's
point.
gonna have to happen. So, but
Yeah.
but we'll have to see. And this is the first time I'm in this situation because
Right.
I've always been in like, all right, cool, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm down for a relationship, and right now I am down,
Mm-hmm.
but because I got my feelings hurt and like, and I think that we were both in fault with my ex. It's
Mm-hmm.
like things get so crazy so fast that I
Yeah.
just don't want to like.
Yeah.
I'd rather be single, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Well, we just saw a study. Single people are happier.
Yeah.
Did we see that?
Yeah.
Study out.
I
But
think
look,
that's
you
gonna
know,
be a show in
you know what,
itself.
Nick? I want to say thank you for sharing with us because we did just put you on the spot.
Yeah.
But you always share. You do share with us, and we want to keep us posted because I'm really
Yeah.
curious about how
Well,
this is all going to happen.
I mean, you guys, it's some good
We're on this
input
journey
too. You
with
guys,
you.
you guys are actually,
Yeah. So if you do want to talk to us more off the record, off the air, you give us a
do that.
call.
We can make those arrangements.
All right. Well, look, I guess it's time for us to sign off.
Wait, before we go, this is a big one for 2018, and
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure that whoever's listening, that taking the jokes out of it, is learning to forgive.
Okay.
That's huge. That's major. Not only forgive people in the past that have hurt you, but also to learn how to forgive yourself moving forward.
And and forgiveness is for you, not necessarily the other
Exactly,
person.
exactly. And we need to, I think we all need to implement that a little bit more in our
Yes.
life because we don't want to carry the baggage of our past into our future.
Okay.
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
That's all I got.
Well, you know what? Thank you all for joining us today. You can always go to twodivasandamargarita.com and listen to all our podcasts, see photos. We have a photo page there. If you're like, what does Tosh and Cass look like? We're hot, so don't even trip like that. Just go and check us out.
Yep.
Nick is on there as well, so you'll get to see a picture of Nickelodeon. And you can catch us on Facebook, Two
Facebook.
Divas and a Margarita. And until next week, or in 2 weeks, we'll be back.
Yes.
Enjoy your week and have a good one.
Stay warm.
We're out of here.
We run this mother.
That was fun.
First show, 250 minutes, and we
We
had
run this mother.
Yeah. He was in Oregon and California, and he was
That's a big subject right now. That's in it's. We
The-
almost
the
should have
doing
done
that,
it this week.
the trimming.
No, the whole
Weed business.
controversy of weed is